Russell Simmons coming in. There he is. Russell Simmons.
Hey, Mr. Simmons, how are you, sir?
Hey, Russell.
Good to see you again.
Take a seat right there. Well, we're hanging out doing this radio show thing.
What are you listening to? Anything
Early
good?
in the morning.
Huh? What are you listening to? Anything good?
BlackBerry, baby. I'm typing.
Typing?
Working.
Always business.
Always working, right?
It's always working.
Why do you have a
Damn.
BlackBerry? Do you still like the little buttons? I could never use them again.
Really?
Yeah, because you
What
get used.
got?
They're
I
all
can't fuck with
iPhone
that.
guys.
But you get used to it, though. You get
I'm
used
a
to
Oh my
it.
God, did I
BlackBerry
curse?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you
on this
can.
account.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I just can't. I can't type nothing on that.
Because you're used to feeling the buttons.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you get
I
used
had
to
the
it.
fake BlackBerry where you try to make the buttons pop.
Oh, that was the
Those
worst
shits don't work
phone.
at all.
The Storm?
Thing?
That was a
that
bad
sucks.
phone.
Storm was terrible. It was terrible.
The new shit ain't too good either.
Yeah, I know. I didn't buy it. The Torch?
Yeah,
I
my
want-
man's got it. He's like a big tech guy. He's the first one to have it, and it keeps freezing on him.
You see all the commercials on TV, so
They
you know
should
they're
pay
not
me these
doing well.
fuckers.
Yeah, right?
You know, I wouldn't even say. I wouldn't even participate.
What
I
an
would like to say
endorsement.
nothing. I would simply have said I like BlackBerry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wanted the Torch bad, but it's obvious.
No, it's
Especially
no
with,
good.
like I said, with all the commercials they're running, that means they're in trouble.
That's why
I'm
Russell's
not
almost a
going,
billionaire, though, because he's smart. He thinks of ways to make
I
money.
wish I had the money, motherfuckers say I got.
Shit.
I have 5 suffering charities and all these social and political. I could give my money to so much stuff. I'm building a financial service company.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to change the bank. It really is already changing the lives of a lot of people.
That's a bold statement.
it's
Changing the
big.
banking industry.
Yeah, it's bold, right? It's nutty to say that, right?
Yeah. What is the
Well,
background on that?
I have this. 8 years ago, I started a business, Unirush, and it's for underserved communities. So with the idea that they didn't have any credit cards and they had to go to the bank and get online. They couldn't. I'm sorry, they couldn't go to the bank. They were not allowed in the bank. You know, the 70 million Americans who have no bank accounts. They get their check. They go get online. They cash their check, and after they cash their check, they get online to pay their bills one after another. It could take 8 hours a week. They can't order shit off online. They can't rent a car. They can't rent a hotel room. They're locked out. They get online with their family to pay their phone bill.
Wait, we got 70 million Americans?
Like that. Can't have a bank account.
no
and banks
idea.
don't want the rest of us. That's what really makes our industry so interesting, the business I'm in, is because now you can build credit, you can, it's a stored value card. It's a prepaid credit card, but also as a financial service company where we give away healthcare benefits, we give away credit building services, we give away budgeting services. You can transfer money card to card. Instead of going to Western Union and paying a fortune, use your phone and you can send money. So that's the beginning of, and it's cheaper to operate than a free Bank of America bank account. So now it's move your money from Bank of America to my industry.
And what kind of insurance for? Because they have like the FDIC, I guess, to insure. Is the money insured, or is it not
Yeah, it's
needed?
insured. What?
But I don't know. I mean,
What are you saying? Like I'm going to waste your money?
no. But I don't.
It's insured. No,
But how does that work?
No, a bank holds the money. I mean, and I represent, this whole. It's called Unirush Financial Services, and I just sold a piece to a big banker, but only enough so they can't corrupt it.
Damn.
Wow,
And I sold another piece to a tech company, a little piece, and they're ones who they're great. They help build Facebook, and so between the two of them, they're really really ambitious, but they're $30-40 billion companies, and they look at this industry and they understand what I've been building. And I was the first. Now Walmart's got a card. They're competitors. I'm not alone.
Wow.
But it's a really special industry.
Where do you get a lot of you have like a lot of faith in your
I definitely
ideas.
come up here to talk about financial services.
It's
But if I get I'm saying the reason it had to do with getting more money to pay for more charity or more, kind of investment in people.
What was the first big because you had Def Jam Records.
That was it.
That was the first.
No, the first idea was I wanted to make a record, and I hated college. I'm saying I was in my last year of college, and I had a record Christmas rapping.
Oh, so it was actually
you. Wasn't even born when
I
had
was.
Christmas.
I'm older than I look. Yeah,
Christmas rapping.
In 1979, Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow.
I left the hood. I got on my first plane, and I went to Amsterdam.
Wow.
I got off the plane. I was like, I have some cocaine and some pussy. They were like, yes, Mr. Simmons, you can. I was like, oh, shit, I got a hit. I got a hit record.
It's a great thing to ask for when you get off any flight, actually.
Curtis Blow.
No.
Wow.
What happened to Curtis? What happened to a lot of the guys from like the
Curtis Blow is
70s,
probably
early 80s?
on tour somewhere.
Oh,
He's
is
a
he
preacher,
working?
but he also is a rapper.
Yes.
He's like Joey.
Why?
Damn.
Rev's like Rev,
Oh, your brother.
preacher. He preach on a Sunday, rap on a Monday.
Why do most old rappers go away though? You don't really see them still doing it like old rock guys.
Like classic rock, like Skinner
Well, Curtis
tours.
Blow had 2 records. He had Christmas Rapping and The Breaks. He had some other records, but those 2 significant records. And he still tours. Grandmaster Flash is on the road.
yeah.
Yeah.
You don't really
Sugar Hill Gang is on the road.
God damn.
Sugar Hill Gang.
Whatever happened to Just Ice?
See, I'm saying you fuck with a guy. He had one, you know. He just
is that what it is? One record? And
yeah,
not
he
good?
didn't have a big. You know,
What happened to Aha?
But I like to know these are guys that I was
hit wonder.
Just
teenager.
he had one record and never even
That was
crossed
it.
over. Never on the radio.
Oh, okay.
He was never big.
He had a big. Latoya was a big hit.
The
though, right?
records we loved were artists who didn't have any, you know, kind of meaningful. I mean, they're meaningful because culturally they were everything to us, but they were not big pop records.
Right.
You know,
Hey, how old were you when you made your first million?
I don't know.
Well, because you said out of college you were already doing good, huh?
No, I had my first record out of college, but you know, you
It
think
took a
about
while?
money. It's like you don't remember the moments when you got a check. You remember the moments when you got on the radio.
I remember when I finally.
When you first
made
got on the
money.
radio, you remember that more, so much more significant.
Right.
Hearing Christmas rapping on the radio than getting a check.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's more proof that you're here to give, not get all the time, and the shit you get is small compared to the work itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like being in the studio and listening to Sucker MC or Rockbox and being high, look at the speaker like, oh, fuck. and what did I think? Yeah. Wait till they hear this. You know what I mean? Wait till I share this, you know, make people happy. That's really what you think. You don't think, wait till I get paid from this motherfucker. You don't really think that, ever.
That means you had money growing up then.
No, it means that money is small and that work is different from money. You know,
You do a lot of charitable stuff. Do you indulge yourself though? Do you like?
I have, I don't know, like indulge how?
I don't know. Like
I leave work every day, no matter what. I don't care if the contract's underpaid and the partners have flown in and the check is right there. It's time to go to yoga. I go to yoga every day, no matter what.
I mean, like materialistically, do you indulge yourself in cars or some kind of just like what a lot of people that have money kind of do? They
I have one car.
Indulge
I have a
themselves.
car. I have 2 Volkswagens in the Hamptons, and I have a car here, which is not embarrassing, but it's kind of a hip hop car. When I went to campaign for the president, I had one, and we went together.
McCain?
No. yeah, right. But I had one. Jay-Z had one. Kevin Lyles had one. Steve Stout had one. Mary J. Blige. We all were there. It was like a Maybach convention.
Oh,
So I felt
it?
hip hop. I don't have any. Like I don't have a gold record, but I have one thing: is this car.
Right on.
And I ride around. It's comfortable.
Do you
but other
actually
than that,
do you
I don't
drive it, or
own
do you have someone driving? That's
my
a chauffeur
man who
car.
I grew up with drives the car.
Okay. Yeah, it's
But
like
I
a
don't,
first-class airline seat in the back. They're
It's the
fucking
best.
amazing
It
cars.
is. It's really a comfortable
it is
thing
crazy.
to have.
I've
Yeah.
seen one of those before.
They should make that chair. It's really about the seat, since you're not
It
driving.
really is about that
And that
seat.
seat should not cost the money it costs.
Right, 'cause it's all about the seat.
That's all it's about. I could give a fuck about the drive of the car.
Yeah.
It's nice that it, has decent shocks, but and so do Toyotas,
With the woodwork in there though and everything,
Yeah,
and
we don't
it's
give a
like,
fuck.
whatever.
You should have a Maybach, though. I mean,
Seat.
that's the good thing about having money. You buy what you want. But the people you said
I don't want anything else. I don't
Yeah,
even
yeah,
really
he doesn't
need
really-
that. I don't need shit.
do people overestimate what you
I had
have?
a bathroom that was so far from my bedroom. I think it's why I separated from my wife. I was thinking to myself, I'm getting old, I'm going to pee on myself.
Before you make it to the bathroom.
I swear to you, it was so. I don't really need a lot of
Huge
shit. You can
house.
sit your ass in one seat at a time. Period. I don't give a fuck how many. And in fact, if you have too many seats, it's uncomfortable. Right? If no one's sitting in them, they're a waste, and you're
Look around
wasting
at
and
the
it makes you
empty
sick.
seats.
Yeah,
That makes
but
you
you at
have
least
it-
put your feet up on a stack of money. That's kind of nice.
An ottoman made of money.
This is
do you,
very-
do you at least have a big TV?
Thank you. I was heading that way.
Yes.
This is very similar to what we went through with this guy. He just bought himself a 19-inch TV.
19-inch
Flat screen.
Exactly.
Even Russell.
He just looked up in the air like, is that even
Exactly.
possible? Do
That's
they
a
make those?
computer
They make
monitor.
19. Yeah, it sounds like a.
It's like nothing.
He doesn't make a lot of money, but we were saying
Nice if it's it's all the same shit. Really,
it's all about the TV.
I have a bigger screen. Not saying in a mean
And
way.
he doesn't buy
BlackBerry.
himself shit. Apparently, he doesn't buy himself a lot of things.
Yeah.
Can you please? How much you spend on the TV?
$180.
Now for $300, he could have got a much better TV. He's not being smart. He's being obsessively
Did you
cheap.
get the TV yet? Did you actually leave the store with it?
Yeah.
Because I was going to give you
Can you show him
$100.
the picture really fast?
I really was going to give you $100.
Yeah, he's gonna give him $100 for it.
It's
Look at
insane. You got to take care of yourself a little bit.
it. You suck.
That's what we're getting at with all this.
So wait, do I have to leave soon? I better talk about my show. I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah, you show,
Well,
man.
if you want to leave,
Yeah, but
No,
you're
I'm not.
not
I ain't got nowhere to go.
This
The
is
fuckers
like-
had me here half an hour early like I was a singer. It's true. This morning they had me
warm up.
come here a half an hour early like I was a singer.
Do they always do that to you because they think you're going to be late, or are they just
I'm never
obsessively?
late, and I don't like that. I don't need to be told,
We got.
My publicist said, I didn't do it. My assistant said, I didn't do it. I said, why the fuck?
And who did it?
Somebody did it.
Somebody
She said,
did
I'll
it.
show you the email. She said, I don't know. I'll find the email for you.
Yeah, we understand the
Yeah,
pass the
that's
buck
all right.
thing.
That's his TV.
That's his 19-inch.
How awful
That's
is
it right
it?
there, right?
Notice the cable box, which is longer than the TV.
It's
Well, God bless
we're
you.
enraged. Yeah, exactly.
you get
Cable
so
box is almost the size of the TV. I would have gave you $100. I swear to you. Huh? I still. All right.
And what do you
You
up-
need it?
Are you an aspiring?
Don't take
Hoarder?
Russell's money.
So.
Don't take his money.
He
He's
can take
got his
my
wallet.
money.
He's got his wallet out.
Yeah, come on.
No, don't take,
Oh, man.
don't take Russell Simmons' money.
Why?
Oh man,
I know he's a very charitable guy, but
he's
Yes.
very charitable.
he's just cheap, Russell. He's not poor.
He's not
That's to
Push.
take
He's just a cheap
that's
guy.
to take that piece of shit back and get a real TV.
Would
have
you
to
do
put-
that?
you have to put Russell's
Would you do
100.
that? Or would you email us the picture of a different television, or are you happy with that?
If you give me I'll do it. If you give me the
You promise me.
you
gotta.
Simmons, I promise you.
All right, you gotta give.
And I'll make sure he
will
gets
you guys
this.
fire him if he doesn't get
Yes,
a new TV?
yes.
Oh, we're gonna fire him either
You don't
way.
get a bigger TV.
Hey,
You're
at least
fucking
he'll have a bigger
fired.
TV.
All right.
Yeah, you'll be watching a lot of that TV once we boot your ass out of here.
So why? I was on CNN all weekend, and the woman asked me.
Huh.
She was really sweet, though, Frederica. I did like an hour and a half interview, and they cut it up into 4 or 5 different segments. So every 2 hours, a different segment. One was about my book, Super Rich, which is coming out in January. One was about just the social and political stuff I do, and one was about the reality show. And they wanted to know why I use certain language on my show. And it was kind of a tough, a moment where she said, would you like your daughters? I said, well, I said, who are these bitches in my bathroom? I didn't say I got 200 bitches come to my house. I had 200 women come to my house. We raised $400,000 for Sarah Young. We had 200 Victoria's Secret girls. Some were Sports Illustrated. They came to my house, and then 100 men came, and we built a maternity ward. It was Angels for Africa, which was the first of the series. And she didn't really like the language I used when I said, who are these bitches in my bathroom? And in the CNN, it was like challenging me in a way that was very uncomfortable. And I felt, that they didn't mention, they talk about the missing girl for 4 months that's from Brooklyn or whoever it is, and they don't mention the 18,000 Africans that died yesterday for lack of clean water, or they don't mention the 200,000 Iraqi innocent Muslims, innocent civilians who die in our invasion or whatever we call it. They don't mention the 10 billion suffering farm animals that die every year and the greatest cause of global warming and cancer and every fucking thing else. They don't prioritize human suffering. They don't prioritize. So for them to say, you did that for ratings. She said, I use my language like that for ratings.
That's ridiculous.
And I felt, that's just the kind of course they'll challenge you. Oprah, anyone will challenge me. And I'm not saying that, but I have my own set of rules, and the show is about my own set of rules. The gay rights, the animal rights, the violence in the communities. These kind of subjects are covered on my show. And I thought they were more important than the language, but she got the one word when I say bitch.
How did you respond to her?
Never mind the maternity ward we built in Sarah Young as a result of the first episode, or the animal rights protest of the second episode, or whatever it is. So she responded okay, except that she cut out my response to her. I said, I'm more concerned with animal rights and gay rights. And then I said, but how do you justify your priorities? Like, you make these choices. They cut all that shit out.
You should tape all your interviews.
You got to go live.
Because this way they can never fuck you. Like who goes around and tapes their interviews and shows what they cut out? Who did?
Farrakhan.
Who? WWE? I'm sure
Farrakhan does that.
probably does that.
Oh, Vince does that?
You should have every one of your interviews taped, so if they fuck you like that, you could put it online
She's
and
a sweet
show what
enough
they
woman,
do.
but I said, what are
she's
your
not a
priorities
sweet
at
woman.
CNN?
Yeah, you put
at CNN, don't you have priorities too? Don't you? And is it for ratings that you choose?
It's only
one
fair.
guy's burning a book
Journalistic
in fucking
integrity,
Alaska,
it's
wherever he was. One guy
yeah.
with 30 people in his congregation burns a book, and it causes protests around the world, international almost crisis, because one nut burns a book. And he didn't get to burn the book. We made big news out of it.
Yeah.
That became the most important news item over all the suffering, all of the, the unconscious behavior, all the silly shit that happens around them every day, and they're the news.
And they cut it.
Oh, yeah, they're
How
pushing.
sickening.
And they're pushing you. You should be able to push them back.
Push them back a little. They shouldn't
Why
cut
not?
it out. It was my,
They're
my
sickening.
observation about, their choices, just like they, had an observation about mine.
Do you feel that you're making a difference, or do you feel that you're one of those 1 step forward, 3 steps back kind of thing?
I don't like to
whenever
feel
you
that
do
way.
something?
I think that, it's intention. I wake up, in prayer. I feel like I'm